Alright, we are live. I just need to chat a little bit more. Alright. Let's see, chat like that. Down, just right here. Boom. Alright, welcome everybody to a brand new Unity tutorial. And today's Unity tutorial will be creating a UI, user interface for short, or a GUI or a HUD, heads-up display, whatever you want to call it. We'll be creating that in Unity. So to get started, go to taskbar, launch Unity. Then once it loads Unity, we're gonna click on our current project that we set up yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's live stream, I'll put a link in the chat. There's a link to the playlist for y'all to go catch up with the series. I'll go ahead and link it right now. If you haven't seen it, yesterday's tutorial, there's the link. Now we just gotta wait for Unity to spawn. Take a drink. No, it's not copied for one. Alright, so we got Unity launching up. If you guys got any questions for me during this live stream, feel free to ask and I can cover it. It's going to be based on the UI. So just to let you guys know, this live stream is sponsored by Unity. And the next live stream, SV Card Club will sponsor my live stream, Unity live streams. Alright, so we got our project launchers up. If you don't see this, go to new, keep your set default location, turn off Unity Analytics. I'll cover this in another video. We're gonna be doing 3D. In the 2D we'll be covering real soon. I'm gonna know. And just rename the title project. Like just rename it and press create project. So but we're gonna open. We're gonna go back to our projects tab and we're gonna click on our current project. And it's going to launch our project. And yes, I have some scripts that I have saved from my previous game when I was developing it. We're going to be using some of these scripts here. I will provide these scripts for y'all. So the first set of scripts will be completely free for y'all to use. If you see this little scroll, that is JavaScript. You have to convert these triggers JavaScripts into C#. So far we're looking good. Photoshop files. And just moving stuff around. Alright, Unity is now launching a project. Your game could be whatever game you're developing for a specific platform, like PC, Mac, Linux, Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, any other platforms. We're gonna get to those, to the build and player settings, later on in the tutorials. So the next 7 tutorials, we're gonna do the basics of Unity, so y'all can get familiar with the engine. Then we're gonna go straight to our first actual series that I will be covering. So our project is launched. If it's on the game view with all these trees that we did yesterday in the live stream, go to scene view, because we're doing some GUI. And later on in the series, I'll be covering the asset store and many more. Alright, 511 clustering. Alright, before we get right into the UI, creating the UI, we gotta let the, if you don't see this bar down here, I know y'all barely see it in the chat on your screen. Make sure you let that finish first before we go any further. We're gonna add some text, and we're gonna add a timer. For example, do a simple timer. We're using this countdown timer script. So we'll do some C# programming. If you're not familiar with C#, just bear with me. Also, we'll recommend some YouTubers for y'all. The one I've been subscribed to and a proud patron of is Jimmy Vegas. He's a good one. I personally recommend him every day, because he's very helpful. Now, unlike Brackies, to be honest, he does a lot of Unity tutorials than Brackies. So I want y'all to go sub to Jimmy Vegas. What up, Aaron? Put my UI folder. So we're gonna go to our hierarchy. I'm good, Aaron. How are you? We're gonna go to my PS4 controller is coming in today, so it will be here soon. So I'll get back to PS4 streaming. Next, we're gonna go to our hierarchy, go to Game Object, UI, and we create a canvas. And double click on a canvas. I should be back up the live stream pretty soon once I get my controller. Okay, so it's gonna take a while. Alright, so we got our big white rectangle of our GUI. We can move it side to side. Some values driven by canvas. We're gonna do M. We're gonna do land. Oh no, Control Z that. Right, now we're gonna go to Canvas, Game Object, or we go to Create, UI. We're gonna and text, or we go to Game Object. Same way, same both. We're gonna create some text. If you scroll in, it will say new text. This one we'll have as let's see, if we want to put some text in, make sure you also gotta anchor it too, because anchoring is more important. Time as timer text. We're gonna scroll down, align it, and we're gonna highlight it, name it timer. And we're gonna change the color. The colors doesn't really matter, it's up to you. Whatever color is your favorite is yours. I'm gonna go with the orange for me. We're gonna go to bold. Oh, also, I want to point out to add another folder, create folder, and name it fonts. If you don't like the fonts that Unity has, you can import your own fonts into this folder. The hell? What's it? So, fucking hand track. We're gonna change the font size like about 20. Best fit. And we're gonna add a component in an inspector panel. And we're gonna scroll down to miscellaneous. No, that ain't it. UI, effects. We're gonna add a outline. And we're gonna go over here to our left panel underneath our tabs and above the hierarchy. You get the move tool. You get the hand tool, the move tool, the rotate tool, scale tool, retractor tool, and move, rotate, or scale selected objects. We're going to be using this one, so we're going to move it down, and we're going to scale it. First, let me get right to it. Hello. There you go. Other way to do it is click on Canvas and hold down W and Shift to zoom in faster. If you want to preview it, go to your Game tab. And look at the preview. That looks good, but we need to move it over some. Look at that right there. We're gonna change the font size to like about 18. We're gonna do best fit. About 19. You can mess with the font size. It's completely up to you. 20. Just keep messing around with the font size till you feel like you're at that point. That looks good for now. Now we're gonna anchor it. Scroll in your inspector, scroll up. Where's this center middle anchors? Right, retractor transform. Click this box. We want to anchor it to the bottom, so it will stay. And now we're gonna duplicate. Click on the timer text. Press Control D to duplicate. This one will be count. We're gonna name this one countdown text. And just bring it all the way down here. And it should be at the same anchor point once you duplicate it. We're gonna put it in. Oh shit! I forgot how to do it. I'm gonna say it depends how long you want the player to play in your game for. 300 seconds is 5 minutes. So we're gonna do like a 5-minute gameplay. Like after the timer reaches 0, you can want them to go to another level so they can explore more of your game. So check that out. That looks good. We're gonna change the timer color, the countdown color, to like about or like a greenish color, like an Xbox color. X out. Now let's look at game preview. That looks good. Now file, save scenes. So we'll save everything. To rename the canvas, click on canvas, inspector panel, rename it UI. UI, GUI, or HUD, whatever you want to call it. Just rename the canvas. And file. We're going to save scenes again to save it. It will also use an event system. Now we're going to add more text. Left click on UI, game object, UI. We're going to add a we're going to make a pause menu later in the series, so delete that one. Left click, game object, or go to create and UI, game object UI, or create UI. We're going to put a image in, and we're going to anchor it to the left. I'll say about 68 by 64. So it looks like in the game view. And we're going to name this one player icon. It's going to be using an image script. We're going to use sprite, but we're going to get layer to it. Also, I'll try to come up, if you guys want an objective system, I will have to look it up how to do it, because I do not know how to do an objective system in Unity, but I know how to do it in the Unreal Engine. So next week, it's going to be Unreal Engine video live streams, and we're going to do a repeat. Next one, starting every Wednesday, it's going to be game live streams and Biggest Pro 16 live streams and videos. So Monday, Tuesday, you all know, get the drill. So we're gonna go, or you click on UI, game object, 3D object, no, UI. We want, so like a button. Use a button for example. And we're gonna drag it over here. So you just want to, if there's no pause menu, you're unable to figure out how to create a pause menu, we're gonna use a button manager script later on the series on how to do that. If the player decides to want to quit the game if you don't have a pause menu and you're still working on it, this button will help them. Also, you can use two buttons, one for quit game or go to main menu. And yes, we'll be creating a main menu later on. Set button, we're gonna name it to quit game button, BTN for short. And we'll have some functionality to it. And we're gonna go to the drop down menu in our hierarchy, quit game, drop down, text, and we're gonna name this one quit game. Wherever you want to put it, set it as. We're gonna set it as quit game. Set it as a 15-point font, Arial, and we're gonna set it as a bold. We're gonna change. You can change the color wherever you want, whatever color you want. I just dusted up to my brother's TV. Somehow his TV is just acting weird. Let's go like a purple, or you'll say violet. And now let's look at a preview game. If people are at the play, here's a hint. The button, you cannot just have it clear. You need to add some like highlights where the player is hovering over it, and when it's clicked. So I'm going to show you that now. So go to quit game button. Scroll all the way down to button script. There's normal color and highlighted color. And there's a press color and a disable color. These are really important for buttons. If the player is trying to figure out, if the player wants to know if the button's hovered over it, and when it's clicked. So we're gonna leave the normal color to white. You can change the highlight color, whatever color you want. I'll say like go for like a grayish. No. Or like a red orange color. And for the press color, it's gonna be azul or blue. And the disable color is gonna be where it's at. Y'all can copy my colors if you want. You can pause the live stream and copy. I'll put this in a text document for the color codes for the button, for the press and highlight colors. So I'm going to satisfy with that. I'm going to go to File, Save, so it'll save it, so it doesn't go back to its default. Now we're going to be adding a player icon later. Sorry, I got. You can also mess with the fade duration. I'm gonna set it to a 0.2, and go to File, Save Scenes. Also, so we can duplicate this button again. If you want the same colors, just click on the button and press Ctrl D to duplicate. I'm going to bring this, and you know what? I forgot to anchor it. make sure you anchor it to the bottom right corner. And same thing for this one. Oh, what the hell? Alright, so I don't know what happened right there. So we're gonna rename the game button, quick game button, to main menu btn, and change from quick game to main menu. You also can change the text if you want. Text color if you want. We're gonna go with like a blue. And we're gonna file, save scenes, and we're gonna go to game, and that's what it looks like right now. So we got that good. Alright, that looks looking good so far. And now we're gonna add a script to the countdown timer. So which means if you have Visual Studio or MonoDevelop, you can use it to write the script, and this is script y'all will be getting. We'll be rewriting this whole thing in C#. So go to our scripts folder, right click, create C# script, and we're going to name this countdown timer 001. You can have multiple timers in your game if you want. It just depends on you. It's all on you. Then we're going to open this in MonoDevelop. So it's going to open in MonoDevelop, and we're going to rewrite this whole script again. And the scripts I am using were from my previous game. Those scripts will be put in a folder, and y'all can download it for free to use. Alright, it's not opening. Let me check my settings real quick. Preferences. Alright, so I'm MonoDevelop. Alright, there it is. So we're going to go to MonoDevelop. Damn squirrel. Alright, it's going to give a few minutes to load MonoDevelop. Alright, so here's our script template. We're going to get rid of using system collections generic, and we're going to delete that. Enter. And we'll be doing using Unity engine .ui semicolon. The reason why we're using the UI because we're dealing with UI elements. So this why is covering. That's why I'm covering UI. And now our public class, if you're running C#, you must reference it as the same class name as the public class that you're referencing to. So we will be running this again. So Alright, so we're gonna go skip a line. We're gonna go with public string level to load. Make sure you spell it right. Semicolon. Then we're gonna do a public float because we're dealing with numbers. I'm gonna go back here real quick. Timer equals 300F semicolon. Because wherever you set the timer to, you gotta add that in followed by an F. Otherwise the script won't work. So the next one is a public so it's gonna be a public text. I forgot to capitalize it. Got to go back. Timer seconds semicolon. It's going to reference to the timer seconds that it's referencing to the text because it's all in public class. So we're going to get rid of these gray notes. We don't need them. Get rid of them. Don't need them. So for the void start, we're going to reference timer seconds. Oh, where's my mouse? Thank you. So, boom, tab, timer, well, spell it right, timer seconds, timer seconds equals, not minus, equals get, no, don't get type, get component, spiky brackets, text. I need to take a sip real quick. Sometimes I will forget how to do this, so please forgive me on this one. Followed by the close parentheses and semicolon, because the timer seconds will be the reference to get the component of the text. So our void update I should have printed this crap off. So we're gonna, whoops, why am I doing that? No, I want develop, damn it. Timer minus or equal to. So if the timer want the timer, make sure it doesn't go below anything below 0. And we're gonna use time.delta time. It's gotta be a couple of T, so since we're dealing with time, and we want delta time. Semicolon. Now if we go back here, make sure we're doing it right. Next we're gonna do timer seconds. Whoops, capitalize. Timer seconds dot text equals I should have printed this out. Text to string. No. Oh, it's timer dot to string followed by 0F semicolon. Make sure you put a 0 and F every time if you're dealing with like time for your timer. And we scroll that down. And we're gonna do an if statement. So if open parentheses, close parentheses. If timer equals, no, let me calm down real quick. Alright, it's timer less than or equal to 0f. It's going to be 0. Because we don't want the timer to be 0. And now, open curly bracket, close the curly bracket. Now we want application dot level load level open in parentheses. No, there's no parentheses. We want level to load and semicolon, and press Ctrl S to save the script. That will tell you if the timer reaches 0, it's gonna, after the 300 seconds, if it reaches 0, it's gonna upload. If you have another level, it's gonna drag in that level to load, and it's gonna, after it reaches 0, it's gonna open that level. So we're gonna go back to Unity, make sure there's no errors. You also can get this off. You can get the scripts off my float. Number 1. Okay, somehow it's not recognizing it. So what I'm gonna do is copy. If you get the same errors as I am, you can download the script from my website. And I'm gonna get rid. Control V. I just leaked out my string key. And we want to copy. Like tomorrow develop. Countdown timer 001. We want the same name as the script. Time.del to time timer to string 0f. That should work. Press Ctrl S to save. Back to Unity. It should not give me any errors if I use the script I had before. Alright, so that one worked. So y'all will get this free script on my website for all you to use. And now we gotta go to our countdown text and drag it. And we're gonna get a reference to timer text. Now we want the reference, the timer seconds to countdown text, and our level to load, say level, I'm gonna put in scene 002, like that. And you also can mess around with the timer. Make sure you go back to the script and change the thing, and change it. This script also works for Visual Studio. So we're gonna go to File, create a new scene, just to test it out. We're gonna File, we're gonna go to the Game Object, create an object. I'm gonna add a terrain. You know what? Maybe we should use the same terrain we had. So we're gonna go to our Assets folder, go to Landscape. You can use the same terrain if you want. It's up to you. And we're gonna drag and drop our terrain. Same terrain. And we're gonna go File, Save Scene As. Go to our scenes, open, and name it Scene 002. Save. Also, during this series, if you all like to use this as a template, it will be available on my website. Beginners will get this project file for free to mess around with. But you might need to use 2017.3.1 because that's the current Unity version I'm working with. So now back to our scenes folder. When you go to scene 1 and test it out for ourselves. Now we'll go to game mode and create above here. Press play and see if that works. Alright, so it's showing an F on there. No, maximize on play. Make sure maximize on play is unticked. Something in our script. Don't put an F at the end. My bad. We want to put the F at the beginning. If that was the case. Yep, F0 was. Oh, make sure you set the private. Make sure your float and text are not private. Make sure they're set to public. Because it is C#. It requires to be a public class. F0. And now we can save our script again. Give a few seconds to recognize the script again. If we check our scripts, go to the scripts folder in our assets. On the side here, go to scripts and click on the countdown and see if it changed. It should update automatically. There we go. Now if we press play again, and this is going to be the final. We're just going to test this out and we're going to call it. If you all got any more UI questions, let me know and we can do like a one-on-one version. And there we go. Yep. F0 needs to be in front of it. F needs to be in front of 0. So, we are going to change, as for a test, I'm not going to wait for the whole 300 seconds to count down. We're going to do something like 15 seconds. Control S, and make sure we go back to our countdown text. Make sure it's set to 15 seconds for testing purposes. And save scenes. Also, when you change the time in your script, make sure you go back to where you put the countdown text and make sure you go to the text box and change it to whatever number you had it set at. Alright, now we press play one more time. It should be able to count down. Hold on. So giving us Alright, hold on. Countdown text. Oh, also in the countdown timer script that we put in, make sure you change that to 15 as well. That's one thing I forgot. Now we're going to file, save scenes. Now if we press play. Oh shit. Go to intermission and we'll be right back. Alright, y'all, we gotta wrap this thing up. Oh, give me a second. Yeah. If we click play for the final time, our countdown timer should work. As you can see on the bottom right left hand corner in our game view, it's counting down, and after it reaches 0, it's gonna load to our next scene. 2, 1, 0. Okay, somehow it's not working. Wait, hold on. Level the load. Oh, I see what happened. Make sure we go to File, Build Settings, add Open Scenes. Scroll down to our scenes. That's why it's not loading to our, and dragging our scene 2 into the build, and exit out. Now go to our console, press Clear Project. Now we'll press play one more time. Give it a few seconds, and now our timer should work perfectly. 2, 1, boom. And it loads to our next scene. So our script is working fine. Alright, so that's all I want to cover for the UI elements. I know people are just coming just to view, but I know people will come back and miss it, but I will leave this project file once we get at the episode 10 of the series of the beginners. This will be a free project file for everybody to use to get familiar with the engine. Then we're going to go to File, Save Project, Save All. Make sure you save all your scripts. Exit Mono Develop. So I'm going to call it for today. So thank you guys very much for coming in and joining. If you have not seen the playlist, if you have not caught up with the series, link to the playlist is in the chat for y'all to catch up. And make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's Unity tutorial, which we're going over important packages. That's a Unity engine, like characters and the rest that we need. What the fuck is this? Alright, somebody's just sending me random pictures. So, thank you guys for joining in. If you're new here, please subscribe with notifications on. If you want more live streams, make sure you check on my channel page. And make sure you hit that set reminder to get notified when the stream goes live. So, thank you all for watching. Stay awesome. Keep going. Don't stop. Believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next video.